back to more of the Tony Tone Show on Muscatine's Vintage Sound, 93.1.
All right, friends, it's 9:31 on Friday morning, the 16th of September. As I've been saying, there's a lot to do this weekend, including the 6th annual Jessica Peine Memorial Ride and Music Festival, which kicks off tomorrow morning. Matt Peine, Brian Neipert are in the studio. It's good to see you guys again. I like when you come in. We're friends at this point, and I never realized, Matt, you have a lot more tattoos than I thought.
I have a bad tattoo addiction, yes. I was going to get one up there, and I never got one.
I'm looking at Matt. I'm like, he's got a lot more tattoos than I realized.
Yeah.
Wow.
Under the
needle
for a while.
Yeah. Well, it's that time of year again, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We find ourselves in September. Just like that, you come off the heels of the 5th annual Jessica Peine Memorial Ride and Music Festival, and right into the 6th. I know that planning is a process.
Oh yeah,
and it
started
seems
as soon as it was over.
Right,
as soon as the band started bugging me again, every time they see me at Walmart, hey, we're gonna do it again. Yeah, we're gonna do it again.
And your response is, can we just wait a day?
Yeah, come on, dude.
You're like, Brian, it's Sunday.
Only December,
right?
It's only December.
Hey, I recovered the next day. I'll last 2 days later.
Okay, so let's go in order of events for tomorrow, because it is, for you in particular, what is this going to look like? 7 a.m. till 1 a.m.?
Well, I'll be up probably 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Whatever, rocking and rolling. But the ride doesn't leave Riverside Park until 9:30. Registration opens at 8:30 at the Brew. Mm-hmm. $10 per person we ask for donation. But when you do that, you're also entered to a drawing to get a $200 payback at the end of the show after we get back from Poopies. So, I mean, you do have a chance to win some cash.
Is the ride different this year in terms of where you're going?
Yeah, we always change it up, but we're going back a little bit different this year. We've been here before, but we're going back to the American Picker Shop and Poopies because our friends from Sweden are here. Mm-hmm. So we want to take them back to the hot spots in town.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a good idea. How many people are you anticipating in the ride tomorrow?
We normally have about 80 bikes.
Holy cow.
Give or take around there. Some more, sometimes less. It all depends on the weather.
Is it a thing, Matt, where you've had this event now 6 years, and you probably see a lot of familiar faces, but you'll also, I imagine, have folks that will participate for the very first time tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, one of the cool things, one of the guys from 1152 who was playing that night, he's actually a newer one. One rode last year. Now we have two coming down to do the ride. So, we always have new faces down there. Everybody's welcome. Get in your Jeep, car, or whatever. Follow on, and you don't have to be on a motorcycle.
Sure.
You don't have to be riding. So, as long as you come along, and have a good time. Everybody's welcome.
What is it? What feeling do you get before? Because there'll be like a blessing of the bikes and stuff. Correct.
Yep. The blessing of the bikes is like 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep, 9 o'clock.
Before you take off, is it an emotional feeling? Are you? Brian's getting choked up right now thinking about it. Is it? He's literally choking. He'll be okay. But for you, is it emotions are high at that point, or are you just so thankful to have as many friends and supporters that are ready to ride?
It's hard to explain how emotional it is for us, me and Tanya. To see all of our friends. We have friends riding from Kansas City right now. We have friends that are coming in from Ohio. That are on their way to come make this ride, that have done this ride, repeatedly.
Sure.
And it just blows your mind. I mean, you're proud of Jessica. You're proud of everything she's brought to Muscatine and what she's done for the donor network this year with the sponsorship on the race car. And, of course, proud.
Yeah.
And a little tears. I miss her. I mean, I'd give anything back if we could have her back right now. But what she's done is wonderful.
So let's talk about that for a second. So Iowa Donor Network, raising awareness for organ donation, and then Jessica Faye's Closet, which has had some challenges, seems to be at a resting heartbeat right now.
Yeah, everything seems to be going well.
It's so important to have this event, as much work as it is, and stress and emotions. It is so important to have it because of the organizations that you're helping.
Sure. Yeah, the Iowa Donor Network, 1,000. I think at the last count, 17,000 people in Iowa are waiting on an organ of some kind right now.
Cow.
On average.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, it's out there. The need's there. Make your tragedy into something positive of what organ donation is all about. ain't going to do you much good in the ground.
Right.
That's my opinion. I know everybody has a right to their own opinion, but that's just how we feel about it, and we're passionate.
Sure.
And we've met a lot of cool bands in Muscatine who are passionate about it. A lot of good friends in the Pearl City Life Riders chapters who's passionate about helping us spread organ donation awareness. And Jessica's Closet, I mean, they clothe people every day.
Yeah.
Sharon Phillips down there, she what little bit we do, she does every day, day in, day out, and that's what the gift she gives to Muscatine.
She's an incredible lady, isn't she?
And not just on the clothing part, but also the feeding kit,
ministry,
everything done there. So yeah, Sharon's awesome.
Yeah, she just sent me a thank you card last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just
She's
got
a
it
good lady.
got it in the mail. Thanks for all you do. Yeah.
Sometimes getting something like that, and that's certainly not why we do things, to be thanked, but it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Someone takes the time to acknowledge what you've done, and you don't need it, but you're like, wow, that really kind of reinforces why you want to give back.
It gives you a little more motivation for the next time around.
Yeah. You know, in a moment when you want to maybe slack on something, you're like, wait a minute, I'm already more fortunate than other people. How can I pay it forward?
You don't do it for the recognition, but the appreciation is awesome.
It's not bad. So 9:30 we'll leave. ETA back in Muscatine. Obviously, we're starting around 4:30.
Absolutely. We'll cruise up to LeClaire along the river, so that's an hour and 15 minutes from my place to Hogs. Give Hog a shout out up there in LeClaire, my VP, and. Hour and 10 minutes there. We'll do a quick stop. We can't be there very long. We're hoping to be at Poopy's normally by noon. So we'll have at least 2 hours to kick back and listen to some live music. Poopy's always has something going on up there.
Sure.
And Pearl City will blast out of there at 2 o'clock to get back by 4.
Perfect.
To get ready to do the lineup. But everybody else is welcome to stay up there, take their time getting home. But they have to be back by, I think we do the drawing at 6 for the money.
Okay.
Type deal for the ride. So, see, they don't have to be back until 6. They can meander back home. But my crew has to do the I-80 fly. We got things we got to do.
Yeah, and we come back to the Missipi Brew outside stage, and that's where I'm going to bring in Brian Neipert. So, lineup of bands. Do we have the order of events as far as who's going to go? Is that something? So let's talk about that, Brian.
Okay, well, this year we're starting off with first timers, Long Blue Willie.
Cool.
They're from
Cool band out of Davenport, blues band.
Yep.
And then Facing Time's coming back, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Downside.
Yeah.
Their gigs are few and far between.
I know.
So.
Very limited playing. Terry Osborne gets up there. He's a busy man, but when he gets up there, he kills it.
He's probably one of my favorite musicians in town, and any chance I get to see him,
he's a good guy, too.
Yeah, he is. He's cool,
love
dude.
him.
Yeah.
He's great. But there's a guest speaker after Downside.
Yep.
So I saw that. Is it a surprise?
I believe as long as everything goes okay, a donor or recipient will be in.
Nice.
To
okay.
Do he was here last year and was so impressed with the music festival that he wanted to come back and donate his time to run the booth and get up there and speak for a little bit. So yeah, as far as everything goes, it should be good. Or not, you'll fill in.
Yeah, literally fill time. I could do that. So after the speaker, continue, Brian.
After the speaker, we're bringing the house down. Got Old Man's Curse, 11:52, and then 7 Shy closing it out.
Jeez
so,
Louise.
We're coming guns a blazing.
Nice quiet Saturday night.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't think Muscatine downtown won't stop vibrating until probably like mid Sunday morning sometime.
But
after it reverbs out all the buildings.
And how about the fact that the weather is just going to be perfect? It's like Saturday's forecast, partly cloudy, 78. That means that Saturday night will be 60s, high 50s.
Bring a sweatshirt.
Right. So T-shirt to start today, sweatshirt to end it.
Oh yeah.
That's fantastic.
I've played this gig in long sleeves every year, I believe.
I think so.
That's the benefit to being on towards the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could have started out sweating, and you're like, all right, I'm good now.
Yeah. Cool.
I've been busting my fan out all summer. Right. I'll leave it in the van this
night. So Brian's going to step out. We're going to grab somebody from Sweden, apparently.
Yes.
Which is cool.
From Sweden.
So while we're getting, what's her name again?
Tess.
While we're getting Tess in here, let's talk about some of the sponsors, man.
Yeah, they're always a big list. Sure. I mean, how it is. Mike and Rod's Auto Sales here in Muscatine. Martin and Whitaker Surveyors have been with me from the start. Ulrich and Associates out of Davenport. Uptown Motors here in Muscatine. Chamberlain Heating and Air, as always.
Yep.
Ducky's Lagoon, great as always. Poopy's, C&J Sound, B&G Sound. J&P Cycles has always been there. J&P Cycles has a special tie-in with the organ donation. And, of course, Vintage Sound, 93.1.
I love it. The shirt looks great. The event is ready. How you feeling okay? I mean, all things considered, coming into a busy weekend.
Oh, dude,
are you mentally prepared for tomorrow?
My crew has stepped up so well this week. A shout-out to everybody in the Pearl City Life Riders, especially my wife, Tanya. Tanya has rocked this week and stepped up and done a lot of stuff that I couldn't do. But, yeah, dude, this is the best. So far, we're in the black, fella.
Nice.
Yes.
That's great.
The first time ever.
Holy moly.
Yes, we were already, everything's paid for, sponsorships wrapped, everything's done. Normally we're still, oh gosh, I hope we make something. This year we're actually in the black and rocking into it.
That is great to hear. And Tess came all the way from Sweden, right?
Yes, hi.
Hi. Have you ever been on the radio before?
No, I'm so nervous.
So where in Sweden do you live, or like?
Right now I live in Västerås.
Okay.
Like a little bit of Game of Thrones, but yeah. But usually I'm from Norrtälje.
Okay.
And my dad lives there.
Holy
and he
cow.
took me here on my 30th birthday.
Wow. You're 30?
Yeah, I
Look
know.
like
I have
you're
a really
20.
good soap.
What is the deal?
It's them Swedes.
Yes.
You're 30?
Yeah, well, I'm turning 30, so I'm still 29.
Right. I would never have guessed that.
We met her dad about, I think it's probably 5 years now.
Sure.
Through the VRA, the Vulcan Riders Association. And he came over to one of our rallies we hosted, and Pearl City kind of adopted him, and he adopted us, and type deal. And he's come over a few years and rode with us and stuff like this. But this is his first music festival. Wow. So we're just going to kick. Everybody's been told to just turn it up a notch because he's a big Disturbed fan.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so, I mean, everybody's told just rock it out as hard as you want because Lars will love every minute of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just too nervous to come on the radio.
That's okay.
So he sent me instead.
Oh, that's awesome. Is this your first time in the United States?
Yes.
Holy cow. When did you get into town? When did you get into the country?
When did we get here? On Wednesday.
Wow. So are you primarily sticking around in Iowa, or are you going to try and go
We've
to
been everywhere.
Have you?
Yes.
Did you go to Chicago?
Well, we landed in Chicago, and then we went to
Rockford,
and then we went to Spook's Cave. Is that right?
Spook Cave, that's where we go. We go ride there every once a year, once in a while, and take it over.
Yeah. How long are you in town till?
Till Tuesday.
Holy
so it's just
moly!
A short trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome.
But they're not done. They're going to Notre Dame after they leave here on Sunday.
I need to have to sign.
Yes. Are you a Notre Dame fan?
Yes.
How is that?
Well, my dad.
Your dad is.
My dad. Yes.
His dad has a tattoo on it. He has a big Fighting Irish tattoo.
Well, I grew up outside of Chicago, and I've been a Notre Dame fan for a while.
Yeah.
I have to say that I'm an Iowa Hawkeye fan. Otherwise, I'd get run out of the state. You understand?
Right.
Yeah.
These Iowa fans are crazy.
Yeah.
They're great people. They're crazy people. But I am a Notre Dame fan. Your dad has a Notre Dame tattoo.
Yeah, he has a Fighting Irish.
Wow. He hasn't encouraged you to get a Fighting Irish tattoo?
Not yet, but we'll see.
That is awesome. Well,
welcome.
That is super cool. I mean, geez Louise, I don't know what they're doing over there, but if you're going to be 30, I mean, what does somebody that's 80 look like? I mean, how old? Let me ask you, how old do you think I am? Be honest.
35?
Gosh darn it. 33, Tess. Just turned 33.
Okay.
But see, we need to move, Chief. We need to move.
That would probably make us live healthier too.
Right.
We're living over here in the American dream of
Man, I love it.
Cheeseburgers and French fries everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for coming in. It's going to be an amazing event tomorrow. Hope you're prepared for a long day.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, good.
Oh, she has to survive the pre-ride party tonight at the Wigwam.
Oh boy.
No problem.
Which is kind of in my neighborhood.
It is.
It is. Maybe I'll stop by after bike night.
No, we'll probably. Well, I don't know if we're going too late because we'd have an early morning.
I was going to say, you got to be careful. Yeah. This is a big day tomorrow.
I have to take it pretty easy today.
Yeah.
So, I mean. Yeah.
Well, it's all for a great cause tomorrow. The 6th annual, by the way.
6th annual Jessica Peine Memorial Ride and Music Festival. It's hard to believe it's gotten to 6.
I'm so glad that it is, though, because you're supporting two great places, Iowa Donor Network, Organ Donation, and then Jessica Face Closet locally. So get more information online. Website, please.
PearlCityLifeRidersRC.com.
Tomorrow, it's it. Ride leaves 9:30, Riverside Park, $10 per person. Music Festival, 4:30 outside Missipi Brew.
$5 to get into that. Sorry, we forgot that. Yep.
Piece of cake.
Awesome.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good, bro.
Tess, thanks.
Thank you.
Wow. So nice. This is great. I hope that you have a good perception of Americans during your time here. All right?
Yes, I love it.
We're all apparently big, burly dudes. She's
Well,
going to go back and be like, they were very large,
They
these
are very
guys.
large people.
You should have seen these guys. The guy on the radio, I thought he was 35. Turns out he was 33. Tess, I wish I was 20, let me tell you. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come right back. It's 9:45 at Vintage Sound 93.1 FM.